I really wish that, everything was made up to be so that I could not have to wear this hoodie during this video because it's really hot and I would love to not have to. I mean, look. Ooh. Doesn't that make you uncomfortable? Makes me uncomfortable. Anyways, so today we're going to get into systems of values, which is a phrase I believe I coined a couple years ago. Maybe somebody else made it up and I picked it up, but system of values is your lens on the world, your filter of the way that things appear to you. It's how much value you place on everything, aka the system of your life. So your system of values is what is good and what is bad, and what helps you and what doesn't help you. It's something that you've, worked at, and something that you've kind of created throughout your whole life. Everything that you've experienced and all the actions that you've taken, you've learned things from all of that. And so everything that you know from experience. And so all of your values come from your past. They don't come from your current self. The now, the you that you are, is, essentially made up of past experiences. Every decision that you make is based on your system of values. This is good, this is bad. And the only reason you think this is good or this is bad is because of things that have happened to you in the past. So if you had a whole different life, if somebody you knew got hit by a bus while you were a child, or maybe somebody you knew didn't get hit by a bus, my condolences, then your life would be totally different, and your system of values would be totally different, and you would be different. Every decision that you would make would be different, based on, in this example, one single memory from your past, one thing that affected you so much that it affected your system of values. Now, system of values is something that you cling to very, very dearly. It is your life circle, lifesaver in the ocean. It's the thing that's keeping you afloat and making you think that you know what's going on in the world. If you have a specific religion, and don't get at me for putting your religion on blast, because we're trying to improve here, so everything's on the chopping block. Remember that? So if you've been following a religion for your whole life, and you see somebody who is not following, the rules of your religion, then you get upset at them. Does that help you? Does that help them? Does that do something for you? I'm not saying that it doesn't. I'm saying that you need to look at it and you need to decide in the moment for yourself, in that exact second, what is good, what is bad, what is actually going to affect me, what is actually going to change my life. Forget your assumptions and your understandings. Alright? You have to live here. You have to make those decisions. And if you're not living here and you're not making those decisions, then you're just following habits. You're not even awake. You're not even here in front of me. You're just chilling, watching a video, just like always. There's your habit. But don't go away now. Wait, there's more. Anyway, so the system of values is something that you really identify with. It's something that is yourself. Now, the whole point of improvement is to change yourself. It's to change your system of values, which is very difficult for some people because it is something that they've clung to for so long. Like I said, it's your lifesaver on the ocean, keeping you afloat and making sure you think you know what's going on. And if you let all that go, oh man, now you're drowning. You have no idea what's going on. What is good? What is bad? Existential crisis. Oh, right? You don't even know if you're doing what you should be doing. You don't even know if your goals are in line with your goals. So you gotta look at that. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta create your system of values every day and every second. You don't get the luxury of sitting on a life raft anymore. You gotta learn how to swim. This metaphor is getting crazy. But change your system of values. Just try it. Try for a moment to think of something that is absolutely against your beliefs. 100% against your beliefs. Like, for example, most people are nice. So let's consider killing somebody. That's totally against your beliefs, right? You want to be a good person. You don't want to kill people because people are generally cool and you want to be a generally cool person who also doesn't kill people. So let's take the act of killing this guy who's sitting next to you, right? Just imagine for a second that you are going to do this, that this is your plan of action, that this is the next thing that you're going to do. And so you start thinking, what should I do to kill him? Should I pick up this item or that item? What weapon should I use? Should I just go barehanded and just strangle him to death? You know? Think about killing me. If that makes you, if that makes you feel better, I'm willing. I'm willing to take it. Whatever. But as you think about this, and as you are deciding to do this, because you have to go into it full force, just for a second. Don't actually kill anybody. Don't actually kill anybody. But anyway, once you decide to do this, then little red flags will start popping up in your brain. Like, this is against my system of values in this way. This is against my system of values in this other way. This way is good, this way is bad. This is the way that I've lived my life all the time. This is what I'm going to follow for every decision that I make, for all time. Sure, yeah, that'll work. So, once you've seen your system of values, then you can see which parts of it are not good for you and which parts of it are good for you by actual, scientific experimentation. Just think about it. Just emulate the situation in your mind. Just say, this is something that I'm going to do, and see how it feels, right? See if it's good, see if it's bad. And you can kind of meander your way around different things. You can use little logical circuits and different, ways of thinking about stuff, whatever you want. But you can kind of work your way around your system of values to say, maybe I should alter this part of my system of values to better reflect the way that I feel about it and feel about whatever your action is, whatever the thing that you're about to do is. Determine whether or not it fits with your system of values, and whether or not you want to do it anyway, and whether or not you should change your system of values based on that. So just go with what is towards your goals, not go with what, feels good or what does follow your system of values or doesn't. Make the decisions that follow your goals regardless of what your system of values was before. And you can change your system of values to reflect this new understanding and to reflect this new goal, to create your own system of values that is centered around yourself and your actual goals in life. And as your goals change, then your system of values changes. And this is kind of what I'm talking about when I mean the swimming type of metaphor, right? You just kind of, everything is always moving and changing and doing different things, and your goals are always changing, especially as you're accomplishing goals, then you want to do something else. And so then your system of values has to change to reflect that too. So all the time, you have to have a fluid system of values, not a rigid one. I mean, you can't follow the same rules your whole life, or you'll get exactly the same results your whole life. If you want to change, you gotta change. What do I say? I mean, it sounds so obvious. It sounds so obvious in retrospect. But you have to notice that your system of values, the thing that has been keeping you afloat, is the thing that's holding you back. It's the thing that's preventing you from changing. The things that you think are good and the things that you think are bad aren't necessarily good or bad. It's just your interpretation. And so to take away your interpretation, then things aren't what they used to be. Then the world isn't what it used to be. Because your interpretation of those things is gone or changed, however you want to do it. But everything in the world has changed for you. And now you're floating on the ocean by yourself. Whoa. Oh man, what are you going to do? You just go. You just keep moving. You just keep swimming. Like Dory. But that's it. Just keep going. And keep changing. And always move towards your goals. And that's it. That's improvement. How is that not improvement? How is that not what you want? Anyway. Have a wonderful day.